Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update over the situation at Bakhmut front. At Bakhmut front, the Ukrainians has expanded on their counter-offensive, and this time round they launched a massive counter-offensive from Bohdanivka region, just off the road, and they took over the trenches along the Khromove highway, and on the south they also launched their counterattack in the southwestern part of Ivanivske. This is a repeat of what they have done last week, if I'm not wrong, a few days ago, or quite a number of days ago. It's a repeat of what they have done, but this time around, they seems to have way more success. It seems like the Russian forces is particularly thin around these lines that the Ukrainians managed to make success. The Russians are still, rather, it's just the Wagner forces. They are still pushing in the northwest part of Bakhmut, while there is still skirmishes along the front lines within Bakhmut city. The main push is still within the northwestern part of Bakhmut, but the Ukrainians launched this massive counterattack, probably sensing weakening lines on the Wagner side or the Russian side, and further in the south, the Ukrainian success in this area seems to have been limited along the canal region. There is still rumors of the Ukrainians having some kind of salient, maybe some small foothold on the other side of the canal, on the eastern part of the canal, but there's no one really know exactly where. There's no mapping to show exactly where, and it seems like the fighting also occurs in the more northern part of this western part of Klishchiivka. So let's zoom out a bit. I'll zoom in again. So previously what we understand is that the Ukrainians attack in this area here, and then the fighting is along the front line, along this canal. There is geolocation of Ukrainian forces over here, which means that they are also attacking in this area here. However, it's unknown that they have any kind of breakthrough. The breakthrough, however, is actually in this forest area, which is interestingly still reported by the Ukrainian Defense Ministry as a Russian attack, when it's actually reported by all the non-governmental sources or the OSIN. They are all reporting this as Ukrainian offensive. So the previously I mentioned the the Wagner forces reinforced this area here because this was getting desperate. And it seems like they did not just draw forces from the city, because with all these breakthroughs, limited breakthroughs, but still breakthrough. In fact, it's rather big. I think the Ukrainians, if the Russian lines is very, very thin over here, the Ukrainians can actually fan out quite successfully and cause a collapse of this entire region until Klishchiivka region, or the trench line around here, which currently the Russians are holding. So still wrong color, yeah, around here. So this reinforcement that comes to this area might actually come from other part of the front line, or the Ukrainians discovered with the attack from this area here, they discovered the number of forces that is holding the lines, because usually you spread out quite evenly across all the front lines unless that part is particularly in danger. And so they calculated the right number of forces to use in an offensive and managed to break through in the north. And this is and similar things is happening over at the Bohdanivka region. So the rumors coming out from Prigozhin saying that the Russian forces is not really supporting the Wagner forces on the flanks in sufficient numbers might actually be true because of this breakthrough. However, it might also be the Wagner forces deliberately weakening, they deliberately fall back in order to make the Russian Defense Ministry look even worse, because they wanted more ammunition and the ammunition did not come. Maybe that sounds a bit stupid, but yeah, because we do not know what is the real situation between Prigozhin's Wagner private military contractors and the Russian Defense Ministry. It's all subjected to speculation. So whatever the situation is within the Russian camp, the Ukrainians are doing are making great success in this region. So anyway, this is a quick update over at the Bakhmut front. I don't want to talk way too far into this. Check out the Defense Politics Make Asia main channel, where I will be making a video on the Ukrainian offensive, and I'll go into more analysis and details about all these, projections and my opinions about all these things. I don't want to go too far, as this is just a reporting, the update on the Bakhmut front, and I'll see you in the next update.